Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. So, in today's video, I am going to be looking at some of the best transfer options to make for the double game week 19. Now, I already created my team selection video, and I'm just going to help myself. There's a lot of things to talk about, and 2021, I am going to be posting a lot more videos, and the only way for me to do that is basically trying getting some free time while I'm working at home. So I have managed to do that, so that's good news, but I won't be able to set up my webcam and other stuff. So webcam will be like special occasions, let's just say that. And plus we're in lockdown. No one wants to see my face and my hair. It's just out of control. It's just out of control. So, you just get a lot more videos. So, yeah. Anyways, today I am basically going to go through every single team. I'm just going to pick out some players and just talk to you guys about it. And this might give you some ideas on your team. And, yeah, let's go through it. So, I basically just removed all my players, just to have a little bit of fun, guys. I did this before, on the free hit, and it's kind of worked out. So I'm going to do the same thing for the double game week. Now, let's just quickly talk about it. The double game week and 19, there's a lot of fixtures, right? There's a lot of fixtures here. Some people are, they could be free hitting. Some people might be wildcarding. Some people already wildcarded before for this. People are looking for transfer options. People are looking for different strategies, and I'm going to see if I can help out. And that's kind of the main concept of this video. Now, for me, I got like 6 double game week players with the 2 transfers, taking the minus 4.8, 6, 7, 8, I can get back 8. So 8, that is really good. That's okay. And plus the other 2 or 3 players that I have, it's got decent fixtures to get some returns. So you can still have some single game week players. You don't have to go for full starting 11 double game week players, unless you are going for a bench boost. But even for that as well, if you've got single game week players that's got great fixtures, that still can work, right? So we could gain a lot of points here. Anyways, let's go through the teams. I'm going to start with Arsenal. Now, Arsenal's only got 1 fixture, and that is against Newcastle, which is actually really, really good. Now, if you want to get some Arsenal players that has only got 1 fixture, we're looking at Tierney, you're looking at Saka, and maybe Lacazette. But a lot of people will basically not have any Arsenal players unless you bought them in for the blank game week 18. But if you do have them in your team, I don't think that's a bad shout, to be honest with you guys. I don't think that's a bad shout to keep them. I think they got good fixture, just like Leeds United against Brighton. So I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be worried that I got some Arsenal players against Newcastle. Now, as for Aston Villa, this is where it changes a little bit, because they got a double game week now in game week 19. They've got Manchester City and Newcastle at home. So we're looking at save points. We're looking at maybe a potential for a clean sheet. The fixtures are looking good. So, investing into a Aston Villa player is going to be a good way to go for the long term as well, unless you are free hitting, right? So, gotta add Martinez here. And plus, everyone would have had Martinez, or most people would have had him, so in their team. It was a good pick. Going for another defense from Aston Villa, I don't think it's the best bet. I think there are other players like Manchester City or West Ham players to go for. I think Jack Grealish could be a shout. I'm just going to add Watkins here as well as a striker option. Because of the double game week, he's going to have 2 fixtures. So there is a chance there. By looking at the amount of goals, it doesn't really do a lot. He mostly gets most of his goals like in a game or 2. So yeah, it's not the best option, but you just never know. So I'm just going to add him here for now, because we are only going to look for like double game week players. I could add in the Arsenal players. Let's just add in Tierney and Saka for now, just for the sake of it, right? We're building like the best bunch of players, right? Why not? Let's do that. I think that's the best way. Now for Brighton, 1 fixture against Leicester City. After that, Fulham and Tottenham. Then Liverpool, not good. There's a lot of injuries and for Brighton, and the goalkeeper situation, I would just never go there. Not defender, and I can't see anyone bringing any Brighton players unless you are bringing like a really cheap 4.5 or really cheap defender. I don't think it's the best way to go, so we're going to move away from Brighton. Burnley, on the other hand, they got West Ham and Liverpool away. I think Nick Pope could be the only one to kind of pick out from Burnley because of the amount of saves that he could do, which could be a big differential. You know, one clean sheet in any of those games, you know, he's going to rack up the points. So I'm just going to add Pope here for now. So what I'm going to do when I fill up the team, I'm just going to remove the players that I don't think that we need. Let's move on. So we got Chelsea players. Now, this is a little bit interesting because Chelsea has Fulham away, but Fulham has been doing pretty well lately. And Leicester City is a tricky team to actually play against. But then the fixtures for Chelsea is actually not too bad. Home game against Wolves, like Wolves has not been playing that well. And Burnley at home, do you know what? That's actually not too bad. And I don't mind having a Chelsea asset. Like if James was fine, you know, that would be an incredible option. But just going to add Chilwell. You know what? Mason Mount. 6.8. It's just an easy way to get into the Chelsea side. But he's just not bringing the big points. He is getting an assist here and there. But yeah, I don't know. Is Hakim Ziyech, you know, it's 8.1. He came back from injury, you know, and it's a little bit difficult. I think there are other players to pick out from that could do better for this game week. So, and you know what? Looking at the striker options, there isn't any like a double game week striker options that we want. Werner as well, you know, he's expensive, 9.2. It's not, the returns are just not working out. So, yeah, I would go for probably just Chilwell. You know, other people, there is, you know, Werner could be a differential. You know, if he does well, he does well, right? For Crystal Palace, let's just have a quick look. Arsenal and Manchester City. Yeah, no double game week for Crystal Palace, and the fixtures ahead, it's actually not too bad. West Ham, then they've got Wolves and Newcastle and Leeds. It's actually not too bad. Maybe Zaha could be the way to go, but because of the double game week situation, I don't think people were going to go with Zaha there. I wouldn't go for Zaha right now as well. Everton, well, they don't have a fixture, so we're going to move from them. Fulham does have double game weeks. We've got 2 home games, one against Chelsea, one against Manchester United, then Brighton and West Brom. So, do you know what? It could be an option here for like a bench boost players, right? Yeah, I think there could be some players here that could do well, like Lookman or any other player. I don't really know if they could actually keep a clean sheet. Maybe the goalkeeper could be the way to go. You know, save a lot of shots for bench boost. You know, 4.5. You know, I'm looking at some cheap players as well to kind of help people out for bench boost, because some people would want to probably bench boost. And there is a player here that's got double game week. You know, if they play twice, then, you know, you got 4 points there. And with the goalkeeper playing twice, you probably will get more than 4. So that's the kind of the thoughts there. Now, Leeds United, it's a shame. It is a shame that their fixture against Southampton has been postponed. It's a shame, you know. It would have been incredible. It would have been amazing. That kind of changed a lot of people's thoughts. And yeah, the goalkeeper is the way to go, as well as Dallas or someone else that if you want someone cheaper. For the midfielders, Rafinha. For the strikers, Bamford. I think he's probably the one to kind of like must have because he's highly owned. You know, if it's a double game week, you would want him in your team so you don't lose the ranks as well. That's the kind of the mindset that I'm playing right now. You know, like I'm bringing players in to kind of stop me from dropping in the ranks as well. Something like this, you know, these are just single game week players. You know, not many managers they're gonna have, but it's not actually a bad fixture. You know, they could do better than the double game week players. We've got Leicester City. Let's have a quick look. Southampton at home and Chelsea at home. Two okay fixtures. You know, being at home is decent. Then the fixtures ahead is not too bad as well. So Justin is probably the one to kind of own. I'm just going to add him in the team. People would have Justin. With Maddison, there are some injury concerns, but I think Vardy should be okay, but we'll have to see in the press conference. I'm going to add Vardy for now because I would love to have him in my team for those fixtures then for the long run. He is a player that can actually score a lot of goals. Liverpool, definitely player like Robertson, Trent, but a lot of people will have Robertson right now. I have Robertson. We've got Salah. If you want to go for a massive differential, then Mane is the way to go. You know, Mane is a player that can actually return. But a lot of people will have Salah. So Salah will kind of stop you from dropping in the ranks. So this is why he's in the team. And there is a little bit of a shout here of Firmino. You know, if you want to go for that little bit of risk, something a little bit different. 9.3, you know, Calvert-Lewin is out. Who are you going to replace with him? Like, maybe you can reach and get Firmino, you know, in a good team as well. And he's playing a lot of games. So, yeah, I mean, he's not really scoring, but we're just going to add him in the team just for now. Then later on, we can't. For now, let's don't add him because these players are probably going to be better. And plus, you got Salah and Robertson. Let's move on. Then we got the Manchester City players. If you don't have a goalkeeper, I think Ederson could be a great shout. Manchester City has got Aston Villa and Crystal Palace at home. Then in the next 3 to 4, it's just, yeah, decent fixtures for Manchester City. So let's remove some of the players. So Tini, you know, being 5.4, we've got to remove. I'm sorry about that. Maybe Stones or Diaz. Let's put Stones for now because it's cheaper. And for the midfielders, let's just add. There we go. There you go. You only would need probably 2 Manchester City defense there. So, okay, let's just start removing the single game week players, and there we go. These are some of the players, guys. I'm just showing you like this because I want to go through every single team. Now for Newcastle, now they got a double game week now. So they got Arsenal and now they got Aston Villa away. So 2 away fixtures. I don't think I can go back to Callum Wilson. He's just a troll. You know, he does well, then he doesn't do well. He does well, then he doesn't do well. He doesn't do well. You know, he's just. I know he does. When he does well, but when he doesn't do well, he absolutely does nothing. So I don't want to get any Newcastle players because there are other players that could do better than Newcastle. Because Sheffield United, as you can see, Tottenham in a double game week is not the best fixture there. Then, yeah, Manchester United, Manchester City is not the fixtures, guys. Not what you want to invest in. Southampton. Let's have a quick look. Leicester City away, not the best fixture. Then Arsenal at home, Aston Villa at home. Could be some decent fixtures there. Maybe bringing Danny Ings later on or something could be the way to go. A lot of people are probably going to move away from Southampton players, but they might have other issues before they deal with this issue kind of thing. So it's actually not too bad to have an issue. They've got decent fixtures and Southampton playing really well, but there are better options for a player instead of bringing in any Southampton players for Game Week 19. We move on to Spurs. Now, Spurs is an interesting one. If you look, there are some tough fixtures. There are some good fixtures. However, in Game Week 19, there is a single game week. I would because of Song being around the 9.8, who would you got to ask yourself this question: who would you rather have, Song against Sheffield United, so that's only one game, or Kevin De Bruyne that has got Crystal Palace and Aston Villa at home? You got to be asking yourself that question. Could Kevin De Bruyne get more points than Song? That is the question, and I think it's a yes, unless Song scores 3 goals or 4. That's when it all changes. But that's not every single game week, right? So that's the kind of the thoughts that you're gonna have in your mind. I'm gonna move on, but if you can keep a Spurs player, it's obviously gonna help out because they are highly owned. With West Brom, they got a double game week. They got Wolves and I can't even talk. West Ham away. It's not too bad, but West Brom is not playing really well. So I don't think investing in a West Brom players is the way to go. You got West Ham. Now, these are the players that I actually would like to have in my team. You got Gorfal there. You got Cresswell. I would love to have a Cresswell in my team. Now, if I had to remove a player, I will remove Chilwell there and bring in Cresswell. And there is, and Souček is, I think, is probably a must. So we're going to remove Saka for now, bring in Souček. And there is a tiny bit of a shout for Antonio. And, if he plays, perfect. If he's fit, there is a shout. There is going to be quite a few people that might actually get him in their team. So let's just remove Vardy just because he's injury concern. And there we go. So I think that is pretty much it. I don't think I'll go for any Wolves players. The fixtures ahead is not that good as well. And yeah, I think that covers everything, guys. I think that's it. You just need to watch this video and you get every single information that you need. But yeah, now what you are going to do is basically pick the players from here and have some luck, really. Yeah, let's have a look at the price. Oh, I actually have the money to make all of these changes. Okay, that's interesting. And there we go, guys. Look, I even created a full team for a bench boost. If I had the bench boost, like if I was going to play the bench boost and I had this team, yeah, I will use the bench boost, definitely. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope this has helped. I hope this has given you some kind of idea. I went through every single team and giving you guys my thoughts and what I think. You don't have to get like every single player that you have, has a double game week in your starting 11. You don't have to do that because you got to look ahead as well. You got to look ahead. I'm trying to fix my front three. Because it's a little bit weak. I would love to have another attacker there, but I got to look ahead, right? I'm looking ahead on what I'm going to do. If I make a transfer now just for the double game week, like what's going to happen in the next game week? Like how my team is going to look like. We've got to look ahead as well. But I am going to be attacking this as much as I can. Like I said on my team selection video, I'm going to bring in Kevin De Bruyne and a Manchester City defense, and then I can do. I could probably get Antonio if I wanted to. I could do something different like that, right? But we will see. We will see what happens, guys. There's a lot of press conference to go through as well. And yeah, I'm going to be posting a lot more videos for you guys. And hopefully this will get up to about 100 likes. Over that, that'll be incredible. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.